Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rachelle and I'm doing a reading for Capricorn in all placements, starting with some prosperity dust. I'm just going to see what comes out. Get some angel cards. Expansiveness. We have an angel in a hot air balloon pointing over to another hot air balloon in the distance. Expansiveness. And the two of them are kind of going off in different directions. Expanding your horizons, expanding your social circle, heading off in a new direction. And faith. Yeah, we have we have angels on a trapeze. One angel has left its swing and is about to catch the other one, but it's in midair. So there's something about taking a leap of faith, trusting, going in a new direction, heading into the unknown, but also knowing you're going to be caught. You're going to be taken care of. So, going to the wisdom of the oracle. Breathe, 29. Awesome. By the book, number 11. Oh, both of these are 11. Or 2. Go the distance in reverse, 47. Again, 11. We have triple 11s or triple 2s. Wow. Okay. That's cool. What is 11, actually? Let me look at my notes real quick. I have it written down somewhere. I think. Yeah. Intuition and clear seeing. Resolution, harmony, and coming together. And with faith, we have coming together, these two angels. Light immersion and power recall, full system upgrade. Wow. Intuition and clear seeing. And with breathe here too. I feel that very strongly. Meditating, tuning in to your intuition. Clearly seeing what direction to go. Harmony and coming together. And all of these elephants are attached to one another. Each one is holding, the two behind are holding the tail of the one in front. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So there's this intuition, taking time to meditate, to maybe you're doing some kind of, it could be a meditation practice, it could be breath work, it could be any way in which you are able to center yourself and connect with those greater energies that are ultimately within you, that are a part of you, but also go beyond this limited kind of 3D perception of yourself. And you might be doing this in a group. You might be taking classes or following some kind of guide, way shower, somebody who's helping you to expand yourself. And this is so interesting here with Go the Distance in Reverse, because there's a feeling of, it feels like something feels like it's never ending. And I don't know if it has to do with this, like maybe there's a situation that is causing you to want to expand, to dive more deeply into your intuition, find your center, find your peace, because there's something that It's like you need to learn resilience, or you've been doing something that it's just taking so long, and you're like, okay, I need to just, I need something to help me stay patient or lean into patience a little bit more. I don't know. This one, because you are learning resilience through something that has been taking a while. But, well, let's just, yeah. Let me go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. That's crazy. Triple 11s. And then, of course, 11 breaks down to 2. So then we have 2 is a number, it's a number of duality. It's a number of balance, partnership. We do have there's something about coming together. We have a partnership thing happening here. And we've got the Rebel. I love this guy. This is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. You're freeing yourself from stress. 7 of Fire. You're like, wait, what? I'm not going to do this anymore. It's like you were doing something for the benefit of others, but then ultimately, like, this hand is holding a leash to the monkey, and the monkey is about to pop this bubble. So it's like not even being able to let go of, it's like self-sabotaging behavior. And here, it's like there's chains here that have been broken, being kicked off. There's definitely a release, some kind of release of self-sabotaging behavior here. This is you're freeing yourself. And then we have 2 of rainbows, moment to moment. Yeah, because now you're on a new path. Now you're heading into the unknown, and you're like, well, all I can do is focus on each step each step I take, the next step in front of me, and trust, have faith that I'm gonna be caught. I'm gonna go where I need to go. I'm gonna be where I need to be in any given moment. Letting go of the stress. Let me look at. Oops, maybe. The deck is threatening to go crazy. Yeah, let's see what the Heart's Hidden Secrets has to say. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. It's interesting that it lands above the Rebel here, and this chain is broken. You're breaking the chains. Maybe something that had left you heartbroken, you're overcoming. Maybe that held you back, or held you down for a while. Divine Feminine. Yin and feminine energy. Isn't that interesting that we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine here? This could be the coming together. This could be the counterpart thing. The counterpart? There could be a counterpart thing happening here. But this can also be, or in addition, this can be a, one more. Healing. Yeah, refreshing, purifying, cleansing. Okay, so going within, tapping into one's intuition, finding, coming to a place of harmony and peace within yourself. That's helping you overcome difficulties. And it's the masculine and feminine within yourself that are coming into balance. The masculine was chained The masculine was caught up in the doing, but it was like that in itself was the problem. This sort of came up in the weekly yesterday. Was it the weekly? I don't know. Could have been something else. But ultimately, it's, there's a healing that's happening for the masculine. The masculine is releasing and focusing, like putting the spotlight on the feminine or focusing more on caring for the feminine. Healing. Yeah, releasing. Mm-hmm. All right. This is good. I'm gonna go to the voice of the souls oracle. Children, 14. Huh. There could be, this could be two, a masculine and feminine coming together and creating more little masculines and feminines. Literally, or, let's see, children, education, number 12. Education. There could be something about school. Maybe you're a teacher or you're going to become a teacher. Maybe you are like the child in school, following the teacher, being educated. It's not me. Number 8. I don't know what that means. It's not me. Could have to do with the stress here. Or where you've been, where you felt stuck. That's not you. You're not stuck. You were keeping yourself bound to something that was keeping you in this state of stress. And you're like, that's not me. That's not me anymore. But let me see what it says. All right. So I'm going to read this. This can be from different perspectives. There's your soul, there's your spirit guides, and then the entity. And I think the entity is more like, I don't actually know what the entity is. How to use the cards. Your spirit. The entity. No, I don't know. Your own soul, spirit guides, and other souls. Your psychic ability helps you to connect with souls on the other side, also called entities. These souls may be directly connected to you. So it could be like ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Okay. But anyway, I don't know. Now, okay, so I'm going to read from your soul, because this feels very, very much like a you thing. It's not me. So you aren't connected to me at the moment. Again, this is your soul talking. You may feel like a spectator of your own life. You feel you don't recognize yourself in your thoughts, actions, and reactions. That's what's this. A part of you isn't grounded or centered. You are not yourself. This is not negative because it is an experience that will let you learn something new, but it can bring unexpected events and blockages in your relationships with others, and that could be what happened here. Take a break. Take time to meditate to understand the source of this disconnection. And through meditation, you are coming back to yourself. You're recognizing where you've been stuck. You've been what's the word? Kind of believing in something that isn't even actually true. Trying to live up to some standard or expectation that wasn't even, it's not for you, it's not helpful, it's not beneficial. And so you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm actually not gonna do that anymore, because it's, it's like being on a hamster wheel. A lot of effort to get nowhere. Okay, so where to? Okay, the Voyager Tarot keeps calling to me. Let's see what the Voyager Tarot has to say. Seven of Worlds, breakthrough. Okay. Yeah. Break out, break through. Yeah, you're having a major breakthrough here. 10 of Crystals, delusion. It did come out in reverse. Am I reading these reverse? I don't know. I mean, we're all delusional from time to time. Maybe the breakthrough is about being delusional, and you're overcoming that. And you're like, oh, I see beyond the delusion, the illusion. Oh, okay. Yeah, like you were delusional, thinking that if you just kept doing all the things, that it would get you somewhere. Even though clearly it wasn't, it feels like you were putting in a lot of effort for a long time. And it wasn't that, it was like you had a certain goal with doing this, and you weren't achieving your goal. And so that might have left you feeling helpless or hopeless or something. But then, you come to an understanding that you were meant to go through that. You were meant to go through that in order to recognize that you actually have always had the power to release the monkey. Release the monkey off your back. Get off that, that crazy merry-go-round from hell, that bubble, juggling all the things, and step into your power. Taking your power back. Yeah. And then we have the Star, Aquarian energy. This is healing, right? We have healing here. Healing, hope, feeling inspired. The Star comes after the Tower. It's about rebuilding. It's about rising. This is a part of the breakthrough. It's about rising after. It's like the breakthrough happens, and then you kick off the chains and you rise. You step out. You step off. It's like you're fortifying your faith, or you're renewing your faith. And focusing, this is a part of the moment to moment, focusing on your dreams, your hopes and dreams. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. So, what else? Anything else? It's gotta be there. I'm being drawn to the wisdom of the House of Night. Wishing, 19. Yeah. Wishing for Listening. 23. Oh, and this one's really interesting because Kramisha. It says, darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. So when we're thinking about masculine and feminine, the masculine related to the sun, very bright, lots of heat, lots of action and movement and friction. And the moon, the darkness, that is the feminine, that is, it's all about intuition and going within, and it's more of a peaceful energy. It's more quiet. And so this is really pointing to, like, it's important. It's not always about the light, being in the light, doing. Think about the sun. Like, there are places in the world where the sun, at certain times of the year, the sun shines all the time, and it is very challenging for people to live in a place where it is sunny all the time. It's good to have the balance between the light and the dark. And I often make this point, but like a seed needs to be in the darkness to germinate and grow. And so the darkness is not a bad thing always, and the light is not always good. There needs to be that balance, and that's, we started with the triple twos, right? And also triple 11s, which is kind of points to that feminine energy. So wishing and listening. Oh, I put I need one more. Wishing to be able to, wishing for listening, like listening to those inner directives to your higher self, to your spirit guides, to the universe, like whatever's coming through for you, whatever you subscribe to. This is like being able to tune in. Self-worth, 32. And we have, 23, 32, both break down to 5. And then we also have, where is it? Oh yeah, children. All of these are 5s, triple 5s here. So this could be about caring for the child inside, doing some inner child work, listening to, like, your self-worth was tied up in doing something, and you're coming to a place of saying, not anymore. My self-worth comes from me existing, me being me. I don't have to do anything but be myself and follow my heart. She's got a heart next, like on her shoulder, and even her top is no, it's not her top. She's holding a heart. She's embracing the heart. You got caught up in thinking that doing things in a certain way, or doing a lot of things, doing was going to help you feel better about yourself. And then you come to this understanding that letting go, releasing, being expansive, moving in a whole new direction. That is who you actually are. Your self-worth is not tied to what you do. That's great. Okay. Anything else? Anything else before I close this down? Let me just let me get a few cards from the Radical Abundance deck. This is because this is whatever I pick here is going to be what you are cultivating, what you are leaning into, what is growing and developing for you as you go through this release or after. Confidence. And the bear is wearing a shirt that says, "Let's cuddle." Confidence to express yourself in a way that's vulnerable, that might be perceived, especially if you identify as a masculine in a masculine body. It is not always very acceptable to show vulnerability, to say, I want to cuddle. I want to be affectionate. I want someone to nurture me the way I want to nurture them. And you're gaining this confidence. But this is, this can be true for anybody. A lot of us are taught, like, it's not okay to express ourselves in certain ways. And this is you just kind of, you're like, that doesn't make sense. And then we have synergy. Here's this coming together again. The sum is greater than the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Yeah. You're coming together with others, doing something that you're building your community here. There's someone in particular, I think, that you want to be affectionate with, wants to be affectionate with you. Acceptance. And here, I talked about it, the sun and the moon, the masculine cradling the feminine. The masculine taking attention off of all the doing, because when all the doing is happening, there's not enough attention or time or focus for the feminine. It's all about just the doing. And this is like dropping in. This is taking care of the feminine, taking care of the inner child, recognizing that the feminine is just as valuable as the masculine. The being is just as important as the doing. There has to be a balance. It's part of the self-worth, like understanding self-worth in a new way. Amazing. Beautiful. All right. Let me finish. I want to finish with a quote or a meme from this little deck I made. So funny how, like, I always seem to choose the same ones. When you complain, you make yourself a victim. Leave the situation, change the situation, or accept it. All else is madness. Eckhart Tolle. When you complain, you make yourself a victim. So this isn't about complaining. There might have been a lot of complaining over here, but you're leaving the situation. You never were able to accept it because it wasn't in alignment with you. You're leaving and or changing the situation. It could be both, or it could be one or the other, but ultimately, like, there is change no matter what. You're leaving the stress behind. You could be staying in the same situation, but now with a different perspective. That could completely changes things. Changes the whole game. It's a game. I think you're leaving with this expansiveness here. You may come back, but with a whole new perspective. you're not investing in the madness anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.